I want to give a quick tip for the conflict game mode, and probably something makes games. It determines you lose or win. It's really that important and simple. So you first start the game. Imagine we are loading into a fully populated 128 player server. Yeah, this is already built up. I'm gonna hit restart and let's load into fresh base. It's about which building to drop first. The first building you should build in conflict game mode. You don't know, you are completely new to the game, doesn't matter. I mean, you gotta learn at some place, right? You gotta learn. So you came to the command tent and nobody's building shit. You have 600 supplies, you don't know what to do, you're a complete noob. You know what to do, because radio relay is what everybody says you to build, right? Or you're a stupid person, want to test things out on a fully populated server, so you want to drop ammunition supply, fuel support, whatever. What game allows you to do. But the best choice at the beginning of the game to drop the first building to drop is this heavy vehicle maintenance. Why? Well, as soon as you drop, you cannot drop radio station, anything, and doesn't matter, because the first few, probably 20 minutes of the game, it doesn't matter if you have a radio relay at the main base. You need this though, you need this, because you have 60 players, right? You got like 8 seats in this, something like that. And look where we are now, we are at the middle of mountains. Closest civil town base is 1 kilometer away. Other is probably even, that's 1 kilometer too. I mean, we have to move all these personnel somehow to main cities, towns, and capture points. And what we have, this vehicle, which is I think 8 passengers or 7. And this 10 in the back, 3 at the front, 13 passengers. So how are we supposed to move all the 60 people to the front line? Some of them has to hike all the way, like 1 kilometer. And while they are doing so, people gonna lose motivation, people gonna feel like, what the fuck is this game, man? Walking simulator. Instead, you build one of these heavy vehicle and you spawn another supply truck, Ural supply truck, or American variant, big supply truck, which can transport 13 personnel. And while building this and spawning a supply truck, your supply in the base will fill up, so you can build up a radio relay afterwards. But the first things first, this heavy vehicle and additional supply truck. Or you can even, when you build this, after you build this, you can actually decommission this vehicle for 200, almost 50 supplies. I don't recommend it, but that's another way of getting more, people, passengers to the front line as well. So first building, you drop heavy vehicle maintenance, you drop another supply truck, which will probably get filled and move to the front lines. I mean, this is easily 1 kilometer distance bird flight, which will take like 5 minutes for people to hike. And like I said, it will demoralize the team. Or let's say some idiot, excuse my language, decided to build a light vehicle station. So what you can do with the light vehicle station? Well, whoever ordered will probably get a jeep, and before even filling that jeep, that person will leave. Like personal taxi, you know? And you build a heavy maintenance, drop this, so you deplete the supplies for something useful, so some asshole cannot waste them on a light vehicle and a jeep. Instead, you build a heavy vehicle, which can carry more people, like 13 versus 5, right? And then your supply probably will fill up, so you can order another vehicle or build a relay station. But it's really not that important at the beginning of the game. Let's see without finishing this relay station. Let's see, you know, where we have access without the radio relay. So we have access to Levy. We have access to this base. I mean, it's like 1 kilometer coverage, right? I mean, even if we had a radio station, people would already seize and put up a radio here anyway. Or let's say a supply truck moved these people to the main road and continued to supply area to get supplies while these people cleared the AI, bots, whatever, and captured this base. Other person carrying supplies, putting a radio relay, and which then opens up other, you know, covers up other places so team can continue capturing. So at the beginning, main station radio doesn't matter, which is a mistake. You know, many people just first day with the 600 supply they spawn in, they will put down a radio relay, which is stupid. First thing you put down is heavy vehicle, and then order this. Then of course there's a cooldown. After cooldown, you get another truck. It's how many seconds? I don't know. Okay, 100, like 1.5 minutes. And meanwhile, you can send more people out of front lines to capture bases. Then you can build, I don't know, radio relay or a light vehicle, which is the next building you should build. Because at the beginning of the game, everybody suffers from medical supplies. You see people looting around, trying to find morphine shots, right? I don't know, probably 9 people out of 10 have no clue, but this APC or light armored vehicle, this has extra morphine shots, tourniquet, other ammunition. These are for the vehicle itself, but you can loot all this stuff. You can get all the morphine shots, smoke grenades, which is very useful at the beginning against bots, because this will provide concealment when you throw it when you're attacking a FIA bot seized base. This will stop them from basically one-shotting you in the head. Bots will not shoot you through the smoke. They are very useful. Grenades, RPK, tracer rounds, very useful stuff, and nobody uses them. Some asshole mostly loads into game. Oh, that APC is mine. Gets into driver's seat and probably rushes to the main road and get RPG'd, or rushes to somewhere like this for team deathmatch, of course, Call of Duty style. And they probably get RPG'd by the enemy and flushed out of that vehicle. And next thing you know, your LAV belongs to the enemy. They will, if they are smart, fix it, occupy it, and protect the road with this vehicle. Because why not? I mean, look at this fucking AP round, man. It cuts through anything like a hot knife through butter. So, I mean, why not use it? Enemy will use it and it will be wasted basically. And nobody will be able to even get any of the resources here. So in the beginning, everybody lacks medical supplies. How you fight with it, it's you need, let's finish building this. You see, it extended our coverage of, possible bases to capture, to Simon's Wood and Regina, Chotane, very important key locations. But like I said, you can do it by building radio at other bases. So it doesn't matter you have it or not at the main base at the beginning. Next thing, you will want to have an ambulance, which nobody uses. And this vehicle also, it spawns at the FIA roadblocks, FIA, bot bases, and nobody uses it. You have to come to this vehicle and get this medical kit, which is 0 supply required. I mean, it spawns with 40 available supplies, which will give you like 13 of these or these, and 0 supply for medical kit. And what do you do? Do with the medical kit? You drop it next to a command tent like this, somewhere visible. So people, when they spawn, they can basically come in, take whatever shit they need, costs 0 to nothing, instead of scrapping, looting other dead bodies and dead friendlies or AI. Instead of spawning other entities, looting other entities like all the time, like this, you will see people trying to loot morphine shot, because it's important. When you get shot, when you have a busted legs, you need morphine shots, like 2-3 of them. So people scrap for morphine shots all the time. Instead, at the beginning, let's say I'm a, player who's aware of this. I will spawn one of these and start dropping these medkits to the bases we captured. Let's say we captured Levy, we captured Laruns. I'm gonna go and drop the medkit next to the command tent, basically opening up a hospital at those bases. And this will take a lot to despawn this object in the world. So don't worry, it will be there, it will stay there for a long time. And meanwhile also, it's a moving hospital, you can go and help your team while capturing other bases, other forward areas. Yeah, it doesn't carry too many people, but 5 people it carries, meanwhile providing all this medical stuff. So your team won't be scrapping for medical supplies. I don't know, if you have an injured teammate, you can give them saline solution, like you have an hospital. which will save them from dying or unconscious state. All sorts of things. But really very simple. At the beginning of the game, do not build anything other than heavy vehicle and spawn another supply truck. So you can move more people, instead of leaving them hiking 1.5 kilometer away. You transport them to the nearest town, main road, anywhere. I mean, look at it. Everything is better than this middle of the hill mountain situation, or hiking all this distance. You just follow the road and drop them to the main road. Even that is enough. You follow the road. I don't know. That leads to nowhere. Don't follow that road. But anything is better than walking all the way. This trail, this pathway leads to the Levy, like 300 meters outside of Levy. Or follow this road. If you don't know anything, just go to south, and then it leads to southwest, more to the west, and connects to main road, and you can drop all these people around here, maybe a little back, so you don't get RPG'd by AI around here. And that's it. You might wanna, I don't know, go back, pick up other people, drop them around here, you see. Or they can spawn their own truck by that time. Supplies fill up this main base rapidly. Every tick 10 supplies gets added. So every few seconds 10 supplies before the cooldown of it's like 100-second cooldown, right? Yeah, 105. I mean, less than 2 minutes. Before that, it will have supplies enough to provide another supply truck. So instead of one asshole going into, Jeep and using it as a personal taxi in a light vehicle maintenance, if you have this building, people will use these trucks and fill them up, move to the front line quickly. And even better, next thing, you spawn one of these and start distributing medkits to the bases you have, so people can spawn in there, and instead of looking for I don't know, morphine shot or tourniquet, trying to loot the dead entities on the ground, they won't lose time. They will get the shit they need from the medical box. They will see, oh, look at that, there's a medical box, and as long as it is close to it is around the vicinity of some supplies like this, it will have available shit. And if not, it will have these two for 0 supply. I mean, otherwise you can get them here as well, but it's always better to have all the saline bag and morphine shots accessible, like an hospital. It's a free hospital without occupying any space or requiring to build. So you spawn one of these, distribute these to the bases you have, support people with, go to the people who are attacking, provide them with some medical supplies. Also, in the vicinity of this vehicle, you can approach to a downed teammate and transfer them inside. It happens like instantly. It shows up and you press F and they are transferred at the back. It helps them to heal quickly, and instead of them dying on the ground, that's so important at the beginning. It gives your team some sort of, hey, we are in a cooperation. We are a team. Hey, my team is doing this, so I should do better. Instead of people get frustrated, you know, they are like, I walked 1 kilometers. Fuck this walking simulator. They start to shoot friendlies and troll around. I mean, I'm not justifying those behavior, of course, but people doesn't feel any cooperation, teamwork, and they get frustrated and feel like fuck this game, you know. So it's a winning strategy to have some cooperation. It's the goal of this game mode. It's not Call of Duty or Battlefield style ticket bleeding game. Doesn't matter if you have 50 kills, because enemy team doesn't have ticket limit or anything. They can spawn as long as they can. What is crucial though is to have cooperation between teammates. So if I look at map and if I see, let's say, a base without living quarters, and what does living quarters do? Next most important building, in my opinion, after heavy vehicle. Living quarters decreases the supply requirement for you to spawn in. Even default kit costs 20 supplies. We'll cut in half 10 supplies. And if I have a custom kit, if I, you know, find an arsenal, I'm gonna spawn a base which has an arsenal, right? And my kit costs like 150 or 200. And what will happen, that area, that forward base will dry up real quick unless it has living quarters. Imagine 5 people spawning in a 1 minute time frame, and imagine each of them like idiots spawn a personal jeep for themselves so they can rush to somewhere they, you know, they got killed at the last time, you know, they want to kill the other guy. So they will spawn a jeep. They already spawned in like 200 supplies. Jeep costs another 150, and total what? Almost 400 supplies are wasted on one guy. It's impossible that bases to, you know, keep juicy, you know. It's gonna get dry out of supplies soon. And like 4 or 5 people spawning in there is enough. Next thing you know, even default kit guy cannot spawn in there because base have like 5 supplies. Because all these people, you know, spawning there, doesn't matter how many supply trucks are feeding that base. So a noob might build a supply arsenal, and doesn't matter if you are somebody with a corporal, or corporal isn't enough, you need a sergeant, right? Yeah. So you have a sergeant rank. Look at the map. Look at the map and look for bases with arsenal without living quarters. And go there next time, spawn in there and build one living quarters yourself, because you are the only one who can. Other people doesn't have rank yet. All these small things in the end will help out the general, you know, economy of your bases, and overall it will help you to win. Because now this base, let's say attacking province, people, you know, a lot of people spawning here, and it has arsenal, and let's say 2 supply trucks are also working like non-stop to feed this base, which is still not enough though. I mean, like I said, people will spawn a vehicle, like 500 supplies for one guy. He will go rush, get RPG'd on the way, or I don't know, flip the vehicle, die, rush in, kill one guy, die, kill two guys, die, do it again, do it again. I mean, it's gonna dry the place so quick. Doesn't matter if even if it's two supply trucks non-stop carrying supplies. So you go there and build living quarters because none of the assholes are doing it. Whatever. You know, don't expect anybody to be aware of these things. Like 9 out of 10 people won't even know what they're doing. You know, they are having a hard time recognizing, identifying targets they shoot friendlies. But even one team, let's say, have 10 people with this awareness, that wins the game. So be that player, you know, be the one who has this awareness about objectives and how this game design works. I mean, forget about people playing it like Call of Duty or Battlefield. Forget about them, basically. I mean, because people resist learning as well. They don't want to learn. If you tell them something, they tell you to shut the fuck up, or I mean, don't even bother trying to show them something. Just do it yourself, and you will see in the battlefield there's a, you know, there will be a change. Let's say this base, let's say, is dry of supplies and getting attacked. People cannot spawn. Some assholes spawn with expensive kits, take vehicle. Doesn't matter. Go build a living quarters, and you will see in the next 5 minutes that base will, you know, come to balance. People will spawn in. People can spawn in. People can attack. Not only some expensive kit guy and with a jeep, but other people can also spawn in because supplies are adequate now. That kind of awareness. And these are really small tips I can give. And really, these small stuff wins the game. I mean, this vehicle, you don't even have to have a light vehicle area. This vehicle spawns in FIA roadblocks, FIA captured bases, and all the time I see it like abandoned at some place, which doesn't make any sense. This is the, I mean, most valuable game-winning vehicle is Ural, and this one is second. Also, the cargo version of this, capable of carrying 800 supplies, civilian version. But you need this vehicle, so heavy vehicle station is a must. Also, heavy vehicle station can spawn without even rank this truck, repair truck. Well, if one squad have organization between LAV, this light armored vehicle, if it's supported by like 2 people driving behind with a repair truck, I mean, this shit can last at until the end of the game, basically. You know, people use it for personal taxi, rush to Montignac or somewhere they can, you know, blow up some vehicles. And they probably blow up 1 or 2 vehicles, then get blown up, flushed out. And if enemies smart, they will capture this vehicle and use it against you. And at the beginning, it's so powerful to have this. It's not a personal taxi. It's not something you get 1 or 2 kills, then abandon at some place. So yeah, I mean, I decommissioned this vehicle mostly to get another supply truck, because what good does it make? Like I said, some asshole just driving it. Oh, it's my tank, you know. He gets in, just rushes to enemy base or gets blown up by even bots, you know, because they don't know how to use it, or they just flip it, you know, while trying to do off-road with this. Anyway, so game is conflict is actually all about cooperation. Game mode is all about cooperation. It will reward you if you cooperate with your team, if you look at the map and see what your team needs, and if you even do something like solo player. You are a solo player, right? As a solo player, go to, you know, instead of attacking some other base, which is pointless as a solo player, what can you do? Go attack, hold some main road with an RPG or a machine gun, or go to enemy supply depot and harass enemy supply trucks. You know, just go there and just blend in with the AI. Don't disturb the AI. Wait for the enemy to come and just shoot the driver, so they cannot carry all those supplies to somewhere else. They have to spawn another truck. They have to say to their teammates, "Oh, I keep getting ambushed," you know. So enemy has to, you know, come and deal with you, or you keep harassing their supply area. You know, as even one person having that kind of understanding changes the overall outcome of the game. Because what will happen in the end? Enemy won't be able to fly so many attack helicopters. Enemy won't be able to attack recklessly. Like, they will have problem of supply. Yeah, they might come once in 10 minutes with an attack helicopter instead of every fucking minute. Still they will come. Still they will able to do what they want to do. But you will slow it down. You will give them all sorts of problems as a one guy. So be that one guy and see how the outcome changes at the longer term. And that is real satisfaction, believe me, instead of getting all the cool shit 200 kit with suppression and everything, and just spawn killing some enemies, killing 5 guys and getting killed only because YouTuber said so. Oh, I found this cool spot and I killed a bunch of people. Some asshole on YouTube made a video about it. That's not gonna win the game for your team, because like I said, this game mode isn't about bleeding tickets of the enemy team. It's about these purple objectives, basically capturing these purple settlements. So it doesn't matter how many sandbags or what the fuck you are doing here, as long as you don't have these purple bases, you will lose. And believe me, you know, holding this area doesn't matter anything, because you can't even hold or know what the fuck is going on at this main road, which is the point. I mean, the only plus of this town, main road from north to south passes, but this base is so disconnected from that road, so you won't even know what the fuck is going on with the road. You will be, I don't know, getting spawn killed and whatever around this area, which won't do any contribution to the rest of the game. And imagine one team just holding on with 10 people doing nothing basically, getting spawn killed here, trying to clear this area, which is impossible because enemy will flood in from all directions and spawn camp you and kill you. Even with a shitty M16 and 2 grenades, they will come and harass you so badly. And even better, they will steal your RPGs, your machine guns, your shit, and they will attack you. So it's not king of the hill. You don't have to stay in some zone to score. You want to hold this position, put some machine gun here, put few people inside the town looking towards this area and few people looking from east to west. That's it. You don't need 10 people sitting inside this zone. And those 10 people can do a lot of things, like I said. Each one of them can hit key positions, you know, get few RPGs. They don't even need to get RPG from Arsenal. You go to Sawmill, kill some bots, get their RPGs, wait for enemy trucks to come. Same thing for every supply zone. You just go with basic kit, which is better. You are lighter, you know. You find a civilian car or you go on foot, like 3-4 minutes hike, you can go anywhere. I mean, it's not that hard. And you start to blow shit up, you start to cut this road. I mean, what else do you want? To protect Montignac, let's say enemy has the north part, you have Montignac. You need to cut this road. You need to cut this road. You don't need to sit in there and wait for getting spawn killed to find the enemy. You go to main road, stop them. You know, sending reinforcements. You harass them, harass their supply area, supply trucks. It's what conflict is about. And yeah, like I said, more people have this kind of awareness will change the attitude. So people won't be killing teammates or trolling around once they learn how to play the game, actually. Now they are kinda don't wanna learn. Also, they don't know how to, because everybody's so pissed at each other. They are like, oh, you're a fucking trash console player, and other one says you're a fucking toxic Arma player. We need cooperation. More people having awareness of such things, they will say, oh, I can do this, I can do that. And people will look at the map and see all these people doing things. They will say, you know, I gotta be better for my team because my team is so organized. People doing shit. Look at that guy cutting supply trucks there. Look at that guy giving air support. Look at that guy carrying supplies to hot zones. You know, busting other bases. So people will eventually feel like I gotta do more because my team is doing so much. So, you know, I gotta contribute the win somehow. Instead of, you know, fuck this game, I start, you know, randomly spraying my friendly people or getting 6 RPGs to my backpack and carry that to the enemy base. I mean, that happens all the time. I find enemy attacking us with our fucking shit. Because some, like I said, toxic asshole spawns with a 200 supply kit, hops into a jeep, personal taxi, rushes to the enemy base, thinking, you know, he's doing something. He saw on YouTube video. Basically delivers our weaponry, ammunition to enemy, and enemy comes and fucks up our vehicles, our supply vehicles, our bases with that gear, with that ammunition. It all happens at the beginning, man. Starts with this vehicle. Some asshole basically delivers this vehicle to enemy. and a few others start to build a light vehicle station, hops onto vehicle, they start to rush aimlessly. Call of Duty mindset, team deathmatch. Soon base is dry, out of supplies, your team is unmotivated, everybody is angry at each other, some asshole. There's also another thing, everybody's like this, man. Everybody have their weapon pointing at each other at the base, no fucking enemies around, it's the beginning of the game. Fucking holster this weapon, so you don't shoot accidentally when you are trying to eat a slice of pizza or something. Yeah, it's basic stuff, but this game designed that stuff in mind. You have the weapon on holster, so if you accidentally press fire, it doesn't shoot, even with RPG. Or better, you know, just hold it at your back or holster it up your belly, so you don't shoot shit accidentally and make people mad by blowing them up with an RPG or accidentally shooting them. Because next thing you know, guy starts killing that person, and other guy starts killing that person because he's a friend of the other guy. Yeah, all the stupid shit starts with really basic design choices that people don't want to understand. You want to avoid friendly fire? Well, check your weapon. Every time you're not in combat, just lower it down so you don't accidentally shoot it. Instead of going like this at the base, pointing at the friendlies. Everybody, man, like this. Like, I feel fucking threatened when I'm around friendlies. I shouldn't have to avoid at the main base. Or some guy accidentally shoots their weapon. Others are like, this guy is shooting at something. What's there, you know? Is that a enemy sniper? Who's shooting at who? What's going on? You know, suddenly people are they want to understand what the fuck is going on. Like I said, guy just accidentally pressed the button while trying to eat a pizza, ice cream, whatever. So just have that small things. You don't have to be some role-playing military simulation milsim asshole. You know, you don't have to be all serious about it. You just need to play it by the rules, man. The design rules of the game. Have your weapon holstered when you're at your base, your main base, for fuck's sake. It's not being attacked, so have your weapon holstered. You have friendlies around. Because once you do that, it's like enemies attacking you. So you're ready to shoot enemy, but where is the fucking enemy? You know, you have to make clear. Imagine everybody having that understanding, so you see people around like this, you know, there is no threat. Nobody is seeing any threat. And if you see somebody like this, you know there is some threat. This person is, you know, alert about something. You might ask, hey man, what's going on? Did you see enemy? Are they here? You know, is there a camper, spawn camper? You see? You don't have to talk all this stuff. It's just visual communication. You don't have to talk anything. If you are, you know, if you are acting according to this design idea of the game. What else? I mean, most basic stuff is this. We need some more people to be aware. Only then we can, I guess, have a better community, better more enjoyable sessions, instead of people blaming each other, calling each other trash console player, trash Arma PC player, whatever. More people, if more people are aware of this stuff, yeah, I mean, it's a small community, man. It will either go rotten, or more people start to act accordingly and enjoy it, have fun, basically. Instead of becoming rotten, it will become, oh yeah, man, Arma, it's a different beast. It's a beautiful co-op, also PvP game. It has everything in it. It's a sandbox. Yeah, man, you should purchase, you should come, you should play. That kind of it will either become like that, or it will rot, basically, and die slowly.